Hello everyone, this is AmberAnkNA here. Welcome to my channel. Well, I play a variety of games and do narrations for fanfics. I'm really hoping you enjoy my content. If you do, make sure to comment below, leave a like, and subscribe with the notifications on. Right, until next time, this is AmberAnkNA. Welcome to my channel. So, hi! The only reason now, chapter 10, Saving Destiny. So do you think, do you think Todd's talking about the daughter, or could it be talking about basically this destiny itself? I'm gonna go with the saving destiny itself. Not saving the daughter. Yes, the saving the daughter, but the daughter isn't called Destiny. I'm gonna go with that theory. But we will see something if I'm right or not. Even though I should know the answer. I do know the answer, but I'm just throwing my theory out there because, yeah. And I'm not gonna say if my theory is right or wrong. I'm gonna say it could be right, it could be wrong. I'm gonna be anonymous. Because I don't want to say until it's revealed. I just want to not reveal it yet. There's a reason to it, to the reason. There's a reason to the reason. Makes sense. With that chapter title, we're gonna get started. Having a new plan sparked an increase in ambition in Chloe's mind. She loved the way her flexible freelance brain worked, and it was ready to follow her to the ends of the earth regardless of the outcome. They would be together forever, no matter what happened. And that was really all that mattered until a few days ago when they discovered the need to save the life of their future daughter. It was the only reason the engaged couple would jeopardize their perfect life and put all they had worked for online. They tried forward jumping to the exact moment when the little girl would be shot, but those attempts failed miserably. This new path seemed to be the answer they were looking for. Yet Chloe was still unsure how everything would work out. Her uncertainty was unimportant, as she believed in the love she shared with her best friend. Master's confident in the idea filled the girl with a burning sense of hope. Can we just hold each other for a few more minutes? The younger girl asked, pulling upon her back into her chest after they had just released a lively hug. Chloe didn't mind. Of course, feeling the warmth from the love of her life's body was always company and special to her. The companions had touched each other thousands of times in the past. But it didn't matter. Each new gaze felt inhibiting and intoxicating and filling all. Yeah, Master. It can take as long as we need. I'll do favor if that's what you want. the world were ending, she would sit on the roof and hold her perfect prevent as everything burned around them without a care or worry in the world. Rachel, she told me something, babe. You should know the incredible news. I considered waiting until the sit was done, but I think now is the best time. She paused in what seemed like an intended dramatic effect. So, are you ready for the most terrific news you ever heard? The corners of Mouse's mouth were curled upward, her eyes open widely, and a jolly, eager expression shone up on her beaming face. Damn it, Mouse! Don't you dare tease me! Let's hear it! Well, the brunette began, you know how deeply we've been connecting? How we literally merged into one? Being? Well, that was something amazeballs happened. I guess I sort of suspected it at the time after seeing our daughter. It looks like a mix of me and you. The only way that's possible, well, some bioscientific mixed up in a lab set is if it was fully half me and half you. And she is both of us. She's the perfect combination. Oh, fuck! Are you saying what I think you're saying? You amazing, beautiful bitch? The older girl's heart was racing. She figured she knew what Max was going to say next. But her mind demanded to hear the words come from her soulmate's mouth. We planned it, Crow. Our connection somehow created life. I'm not the best at scientificity shit. I'm pretty sure that's not the most typical way to conceive. Ooh. Chloe noticed a goofy yet enduring smile on her fiance's face, and she couldn't resist grinning back. It was too early to quickly tell she was planning it by just looking at her, but she seemed to be radiating with life. Wowzer! The tall girl kept following one of her partner's favorite words. She lifted her fierce bite of air, gasping her arms around her body, grabbing both butt cheeks in the process and spinning her around in excitement. I love you so much, Matt. I love you so perfect. God damn, I'm lucky to be able to steal this with my best friend. Her delightful laughter bounced around, echoing throughout the dark space. It's not luck, babe. It's... Cutting the pregnant girl off. Her fiance threw both arms up over her head and pronounced, Destiny? The girl's magic pull drew their mouths immediately together for a quick yet loving peck. You want to memorize that name again. Not saying why it could be related to the title. I'm not saying it is. Maybe it is related to the title of the chapter. Maybe it isn't related to this chapter title. I'm not saying. So, shh. The drawing Corey stared at the cute girl's soft lips as if they were the most precious things in the world. Damn it, Mass! Everything is coming together. Let's know exactly where we're supposed to be. Being with you on the most important journey of our lives is special. And it's magical. She looked up and met the girl's killing clear blue eyes. I know I'm creepy as fuck. Whatever. So let's finish this thing because I'm ready to spend some more time with you and get everything back on track. I sure hope you don't change your attitude when we have a who's close Prendo Master in a few months. No fucking way, dude. Guaranteed you'll only get sexier. Ray was getting turned on by the idea of her partner committing their child for some reason. Everything about the brunette amazed and memorized her. Now that their daughter was forming inside her belly, she was even more attracted to her fiance. If that was even a possibility. Both girls were... I keep hearing things. Anyways, both girls were the only child in their families. Neither Mass nor Corey had any siblings. So babies were very around them when they were growing up. The idea of learning how to feed a baby, change diapers, and all the responsibilities that come with having a child was terrifying to the older girl. But with her soulmate by her side, she knew it would just be another fun and exciting journey for Lord Master and Captain Bluebeard. And surprisingly, the daughter is an only child, and there's lover too. Say what? There's a lover is the setting. I'm a hitting at his daughter's lover. I'm just gonna say who it is. I'm just gonna say that. Shh. Aw, I love you, babe. Yeah, let's focus on figuring this out. If we put our heads together, we can find something we can use. Max walked into the blackened distance and turned back towards Chloe. Let me ask you a question. When we opened the window and saw our wedding, what were you thinking about when we unplugged our powers? Like, what was going on in your mind? First of all, I was practically in sort of sick. But through all that, I just thought about us being happy. Nothing in particular. I guess with the wedding being so close, it's on my mind too. She wasn't hiding anything. She was just worrying that their wedding day wouldn't be as special as it should be. As to deserve only the best, and she was concerned that something would go wrong. It had been on her mind much more than she let on. That's it then. I was thinking the exact same thing. Maybe we created a window to see the happiest moment of our lives. Maybe if we concentrate, we can do the exact same thing with other moments. What do you think? Together we can do anything. It's hell of a plan, and it's gonna work. So I enjoyed watching Matt being assertive in this episode. And let's get started. The girls stood side by side and waved one arm through the others, looking at the elbow bin. Their eyes met and confirmed with confident grins and nods that they were both ready. This time, don't let go unless you have to. Focus on me and think about being happy together. I focus on you and you do the same. I have a really good feeling about this, Crow. Oh, and let it rip. Don't hold anything back. I love it when you get all bossy. Wait, are you sure, Mass? I'm worried we might... I'm sure. Trust me. The owner's girl's confidence felt like a beacon of strength erupting from the depths of her soul. The deal closed their eyes and located their powers. Mass raised her partner in time's arm and begun the countdown. Okay, 1, 2... Just before calling out the third note, she finally tiptoed, leaned in, and kissed her on the cheek. 3! Two spiraling beams of energy pulsed from each skull, twisting and dancing around each other, just as they had before. No mild panic swept through Chloe's mind, but she bitted it down and continued to push the fast-forward beam outward. The laser-like spirals converged out in the darkness and toward another golden flame window in the air. Through the pulses, and because of the distance, neither girl recognized the scene. Keep holding, Chloe! A second later, the noise beams emanating from the girl's outstretched arm jumped from the window they had just created, ripping a second hole in the space right beside the first. The girls kept holding tightly, and despite their rapidly juggling energy, they leaned on each other for strength. After the second window formed in the distance, a third appeared, then a fourth, then a fifth. Finally, after another minute or so, those dozens were trembling through the darkness. Through God's chief, the girl's eyes locked, communicating without words. Through eye movements and straight head bobs, they similarly plugged the pulses, allowing the beams to show back towards the location from which they emerged. Chloe quickly caught the rewinder before she fell to the ground. Being drained herself, she dropped to both knees beneath the girl, bracing her descent with one hand and lowering her partner with the other. The very vibration of what Chloe thought sounded like a rattling from one of those hospital machines rattled in her head for several seconds. She assumed the other girl was experiencing a similar sensation. Finally, the twisted, high-pitched tone that rolled to a distant murmur, and Chloe assisted the sort of girl to a standing position. Still kissing their breath, the girl stood staring into the silver sapphire orbs that glared back. The graters wore off, and a magical smile began to form on the freckled girl's face, drawing a released smirk from her best friend. I don't know about you, babe, but that was rough. We don't have to do that ever again. Maybe one of those. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As begun counting around, but Leon's had already finished. 45 floating windows to the future. What the fuck are we doing? I thought I'm not used to rewind, fast forward, or dream space bullshit, but the sci-fi crap is spooky. Yeah, but maybe one of them will help us figure things out. I'm hopeful all we have to do is find the right one. She extended her arm with her elbow angled out, and her fist drawn in towards her hip, and she waited for Chloe to last on so she could lead them to the windows. Shall we? The first fiercely they walked up to was a nighttime scene. As they approached, it began much easier to recognize exactly what they were viewing. Their naked bodies were twisted together on an oversized beach towel on top of a standing area, swinging from the sweat and bright moonlight. They were having a beautifully romantic evening together by the Olsons. Vanessa's wicker picnic basket and a small trash can laid a few feet from the towel. A small sack of clothing was piled not far from the basket beside one freshly emptied wine glass. Chloe figured the scene couldn't be more a month or so into the future. Max wasn't sewing yet, and they both looked practically the same. A flock of light from the moon occasionally glittered off both girls' wings. Can we move on? I don't think we find our answers here. Maybe we should give those two lovebirds some alone time. Even in the dim light from the dream space, Master's face was notably a slight shade of pink. She shrugged and pulled at her future bride's arm. Fuck that! I want to see it! This is damn hot! It's like we recorded ourselves and are watching the video. It's an idea for when we get home. No, Crow, no way! The girls laughed, and Matt started pulling them towards the next window. So except from the first, the second girl way of offering hug in the air where another scene was displayed. The pair was in the blue Subaru driving around laughing. One was definitely looking pregnant. Her belly was more than just a small bump at that point. Seeing the scene, Chloe smiled, brought back joyful chills, and noticed the soda girl started with her own. It planted mass cauliflower with a girl growing in her stomach, which was a beautiful combination of them both. Was the most astonishing and awe-inspiring thing she had ever seen. The daughter represented the perfect love the duo shared together. Sewing big time here, sweetheart. Reminds me of a picture my mom had of her and Dad. They were kissing in front of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Fran. And Mom was printed with yours truly. As the train of what they were seeing began to wear off, a thought crossed Chloe's mind. Maximus, we see these things on a loop and there's no sound. You think we can do anything besides just look at them? That's a good question. Let me try something. The little girl stretched out her arm, a small stirring wave of energy pulsed from her hand and into the window. The future they were watching began slowly reversing. So we released the rewind and the scene would turn to normal speed. Well, we can do that. Hell yes! Let me try. Bobby copied her partner and stretched off her arm. She found the sweet spot and lightly pressed down. A shimmering wave of twisting energy radiated outward from her hand and entered the window. Everything in the scene began moving at more than twice its original speed. She released the pulse and regular pacing returned. Ha! Fuck yeah! Since time doesn't exist here, I guess our powers can only be used on these future windows. Crow, I was thinking, we've seen a part of our wedding, we've seen our daughter. I was thinking to get anxious about spoiling all these joyful events in our life, but she is why we're here. It doesn't matter we see everything if it means we can stay for life. That said, I would really like to see the day she's born. Besides our wedding, that's bound to be one of the happiest days that we get to experience. I'm guessing there's a window around here with that scene. Oh, damn! That might be fun. While we're here, might as well look at whatever we want and make the best of this. The little girl realized Max felt strongly about what she wanted. She had only seen that look in her eyes a few times before, when she was focused on a photo whenever she speaks about their love for one another. The time she called through the pole to meet the washer, and when she had her heart set on jumping back after the first storm break. The look on her face indicated this was precisely what they needed to do. It was as if the universe was showing her which direction to turn the ship. The captain always knows when to let her first mate take the helm. As he walked past the next few windows, their hearts were beaming. Permanent smiles were fixed on both girls' faces. Being able to see these happy moments in their future made the dark moments of their past seem like grains of sand in the desert. They walked for what seemed like miles before they came to the one window they saw it near the end. This is it, love. The brunette energetically sputtered while pointing towards the opening. In the window, they saw their future selves in a hospital room. Chloe was standing beside her first mate, holding her hands while two nurses checked machines and a third held a clipboard. The birth hadn't happened yet, but it looked like it was going to at any moment. The nurses left the room and the door remained open behind them. Who the hell is that? Max pointed towards the half opened the door, which was only in view briefly. She stretched out her arm and rewound the scene. Right there! Do you see him? Chloe noticed a man in a dark brown or black robe peering through the cracked door to the mortuary ward hospital room. He wore a large silver vest that hung from his neck. His lowered brow and bald cheeks informed the girls he was up to no good. They let the scene loom back and did not see the man but in that one fleeting moment. Hang on, I'm back. I'm just blocked because, yeah. You want to remember this moment here because he was basically, as he's singing and showing to Chloe, asking who he is. You want to remember them. But they will come back. Not next story, but the very last story for Clark's story here. For the only. You want to remember them. Hey, the big bad of the very last story. No. The girls watched closely, leaning in to get a better look. Wish they could hear what was happening, Max complained. The brunette cautiously reached out and placed her palm near the window. She leaned forward and watched as it played through to the other side. Chloe copied her fiance and stretched her arm out in the same manner. When her palm reached the opening, it struck a glass-like lens. Whoa! She gently ran her finger. I found another typo. Great. She gently ran her fingers along the solid surface. There are two words. Like for two words, it's funny. But I let him know about it, so it'll be fifths. Max reached out, and again her hands passed through as if the window didn't exist. That's weird. The girl had her fist on her chin with a perplexed look on her face. A couple of seconds passed by, and the blue-haired girl noticed her perfect person's eyebrows go up the way they did when a new thought crossed her mind. It occurred to her that the pill might have been realizing the identical thing at the same time. This is eerily similar to the portal we opened in my room before. This reverse. I was thinking about that, Mass. You know how breaking the cycle was your purpose? I think mine might be to finish what we started and save our girl. I think this next part is for me. You face the loss here alone. I think I have to do this by myself. It's my burden to bail this time. And that fucking guy looks suspicious as shit. I need to figure out what he's up to. Told you, if you want to remember the guy that Chloe sees as suspicious. You want to remember it. Trust me on that. Chloe, I know you're right, but I'm afraid. We've been lucky so far. I mean, I know it's our destiny, but what if this time something goes wrong? We know one exists. We know we on the right track. I can't help feeling scared. So, I never faced the washer alone. You were with me the entire time. It was your love that gave me the strength to break free. I know. Turning 90 degree in away from her soulmate, Chloe revisited her palm on the solid surface covering the window. She found the sweet spot and sent a slight pulse outward. The table surface glimmered and violet liquid like ripples appeared across the surface. Her hand and arm disappeared inside the opening before she withdrew and turned back towards her fiance. Mass, don't be scared. Remember, we're fucking Mass and Chloe. We're always together, even when we're not. You're right, babe. Let me just try one more time. The determined girl once more attempted to touch the golden rim window. As before, her hand passed through to the other side. Mouse could at the idea of being helpless in the moment, but remembered her favorite person had the grenades. Nothing would stop her from taking care of business. Go save our daughter. You're so strong and smart. And you got this. I'll be right here when you come back. Chloe wrapped her arms around the love of her life and felt the girl resonate, who nestled her head into her chest. After an embracing moment, the duo pulled away and their faces lined up. The girl of the winded window, trim in purple waves. Chloe thought Mouse looked like a golden goddess. You look beautiful right now, love. I was just thinking the same about you, Chloe. You never acted like you knew it, but you have always been the most beautiful girl in the room. I always felt special when you just work in my lesson, and now, under the sliming grin from the window, you look amazing. You're perfect, babe. Chloe leaned in for a passionate kiss, slowly pulling away from her partner's soft mouth. A tiny scene of saliva tinted her task the girls from the tough lips. The scene fell away, and the girls stared into each other's eyes, both knowing they had to be apart for just a little while. I love you, Massy Mouse. I'll get this over with so we can get back to our lives. I miss our daily routines, and we still have our wedding coming up. I can't wait to make you my wife. After another peck, the girls moved away from one another, allowing Chloe a little space. Be careful, Chloe. I can't lose you. I will, Mouse. This is for our daughter. I'll be back before you know it. She struck her hand into the window again and brought it back out. It'd be hella quick. Mouse quickly kissed her best friend on the cheek. Stay safe and come back to me. I'll watch from here. Chloe nodded and curiously dove forward and into the window. The pendant girl watched as the blue-haired goddess disappeared into the gap between the shimmering golden sides of the oval rim. Its spirited shadowing a white and purple light emanated from the opening. As the glow subsided, Max noticed the scene had vanished and the golden frame just shifted to dull gray. What? No! Only darkness stared back at her as she peered into what used to be one of the happiest days of the engaged couple's life. Future. Master stirred, she would simply watch Chloe into the scene and either fix everything or at least come back out with new information they could use. Now she had no idea what was happening, with no way to view her fiance's feels about. Another terrifying thought crossed her mind. She didn't know how her partner would get back to her now, but even in the midst of possible odds, Max was surging with hope. We're Max and Chloe, she thought, always together. Ugh. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. It's... Oh. I don't... Oh no. What's happening? Oh my god. I'm being so sarcastic right now. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyways. Hi everyone. This is AmberAnkNA 2000 again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Because, you know, I really did enjoy making it. But, so I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe with the notifications on down below. Till next time, bye!